Hello all, and welcome to our second official episode of In the Stacks, the holiday episode where we'll explore history of Black holiday traditions broadly and as represented in our archival records. My name is Ashley Reynolds, interim university archivist in the University Archives Division at Moorland-Spingarn Research Center.
Hey y'all, good to see you again, and I'm Lovelace Barfo, project manager of the Black Press Archives here at MSRC, and we are your hosts for this very special episode. The holidays are a very special time of gathering with family and friends, giving, and general good cheer.
However, the holidays have different meaning and significance for different people and cultures around the world. We took time to reflect on what the holidays mean for us and for some of our friends and coworkers.
So my favorite Christmas memory is Christmas 2006. That was the last Christmas I had by myself because my sister was born 4 days later. And I just remember getting a whole lot of presents, and I think the present I liked the most that year, I was in a really big Power Rangers phase and I got a Megazord. So that was like a really big deal, but I just remember the Christmas tree being filled with all these different toys and whatnot. But I guess the biggest present I got that year was my younger sister, Taylor. So, yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Corey Black. I'm the cataloging librarian in the MSRC library. My favorite Christmas memory is being with all of my cousins on a little pallet. We would put sleeping bags and pillows and sheets on the floor so that we could all sleep together. And all of the parents would go into the other room and be with each other, but we would be so excited and chatting with each other, thinking about what Santa was gonna bring to us.
Think about Christmas, or at least how I spent Christmas in the United States. I spent the time with my adopted guardian's family, and they were very welcoming. And it's a family. It's not a nuclear family as a lot of United States family tend to be. It's not that traditional kind, but it was her and her sisters. Children. We spent some time around a tree giving gifts to each other. I found it like this is a new concept to me, so I'm like, oh, this is really sweet, giving gifts to one another, putting it under the tree. I don't understand that symbolism, but it was something. So the reason why I think I love this particular memory is I got to spend time with people, and there's a sense of community with my adoptive guardian and her sister and her children.
For this episode's ancestor acknowledgement, we honor the other King of Christmas, Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole was an American jazz pianist, vocalist, and actor born Nathaniel Adams Coles in 1919. He rose to fame with the King Cole Trio in the 1930s and 40s and became a successful solo artist known for popular hits like Mona Lisa and Unforgettable. As the first African-American host of a variety television series, The Nat King Cole Show, he was a groundbreaking and influential figure in American culture before his death in 1965. Nat King Cole is important to the Christmas holiday because his 1961 recording of the Christmas song became the most popular and definitive version of the holiday classic, making his rich, smooth voice synonymous with the season. His 1946 recording was the first by any artist and the first holiday standard recorded by a Black American artist. But the 1961 stereo version is the one widely played on radio stations and known today. We honor and salute you, Nat King Cole, King of Christmas.
Like all things, Black people tend to always put a little razzle-dazzle seasoning on everything we do, and the holidays are no different.
Black holiday traditions are not merely about celebrations and the exchange of gifts. They also involve crafting a rich tapestry of cultural tradition and preservation, the strengthening of family bonds and ancestral connections that reverberate through the generations. These festive practices are powerful vehicles for transmitting culture and identity, serving as constant reminders of the endurance and strength embedded in the Black community. The lasting impact of these traditions resonates through time, leaving lasting memories that both strengthen family relationships and build deeper connections within communities.
Each element that has now become intertwined with Black people and the holiday season possesses even deeper meaning in the wake of our rich and frequently fraught histories, nationally and globally. From music to studio family portraits, parades, and food, Black people across the globe have developed ingenious ways to interpret and express the meaning of Christmas and the holidays generally. Each element that has now become intertwined with Black people and the holiday season possesses even deeper meaning in the wake of our rich and frequently fraught histories nationally and globally. From music to studio family portraits, parades, and food, Black people across the globe have developed ingenious ways to interpret and express the meaning of Christmas and the holidays generally that highlights our cultural uniqueness and that ultimately help to make indelible memories and traditions that can endure across lifetimes.
So I think one of my favorite memories of Christmas was 2009, and basically for Christmas, my dad got me like this big stack of like Black history books with people like Matthew Henson, people like David Dinkins, people like Jackie Robinson, Julian Bond, and notable others. But also, he got me this big stack of anime books to match it, because he was like, okay, you've been reading your Black history books, but I still gotta get you what you want to get. Because I love to read manga and I love to read anime, so he got me a whole stack of like Naruto DVDs, a whole stack of like Dragon Ball Z DVDs, a bunch of video games, whatever. But I thought it was kind of cool, like, you know, he kind of introduced me a little bit by, you know, reading me, like kind of reeling me in, giving me the Black history books, and be like, you know what, you still can read some fantasy too. So, and it was great, but overall, amazing.
The holidays are nothing without a good playlist to help conjure up the holiday spirit.
Spirits? Oh, don't play, because I love a good holiday turn up.
Girl, no, that was a slip. I meant spirit, like the essence of energy, not alcohol.
Oh.
But I mean, do you want a little bit? Because if you do, I'd rather you do it in the house.
Anyway, yes, spirits.
Black families have sometimes celebrated Christmas by coming together for caroling. Christmas carols, especially gospel songs, hold deep spiritual and cultural significance, and singing them is a way of connecting to our history, religious roots, and celebrating the joy of the present moment through expressions of faith and jubilance. In fact, Howard University's very own and renowned Howard Gospel Choir will be performing a holiday show at the Hamilton Live in DC this month. The Howard Gospel Choir has often put on holiday shows using their powerful collective and singular voices to perform the sounds of the holidays, or made appearances at holiday-themed events and programs such as the National Christmas Tree Lighting and Christmas at the White House.
Wait, girl, did you know that the MSRC has archival materials about the Howard University Choir in our repository?
Girl, I surely did not.
Well, let me put you and you on game. For a little background, the Howard Gospel Choir of Howard University was established in 1968 and is the first collegiate choir of its kind in the world. You can find information about them and look into some of their rich archives in our collection in the Howard University archives. Established in 1968, the Howard University Gospel Choir is the first collegiate choir of its kind in the world. The Howard Gospel Choir has pioneered an international legacy in the gospel music ministry. With an active roster of 70 plus persons, the choir is one of the largest religious life organizations on campus, operating under the historic Andrew Rankin Memorial Chapel. We are currently in the process of making these materials available both physically and digitally, so stay tuned.
Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. Don't mind me. I'm just prepping for our holiday party. Let me take out this pie that I made myself that's totally not store-bought out the oven.
That's not an oven.
What?
That's not an oven. It's a microwave.
Anyways, like I was saying, this pie is a staple at many Black holiday celebrations and gatherings. In Black households, cooking, especially around the holidays, becomes a sacred act, with each dish carrying the weight of history and tradition. In some families, the passing down of cherished recipes and techniques through the generations transforms how we think about preparing food. It's more than simply preparing a meal. It's the transmission of cultural knowledge and personal stories, often with every stir of a pot and every sprinkle of seasoning.
Girl, do I smell pie?
Yes, you do. Straight out my oven.
Okay, is this for us or is this for you to take home to your family?
Of course, this is for us. I'll be making this, amongst other things, for my family's holiday dinner. What are you doing for the holidays?
Just going to Georgia to visit family.
I already know it's about to be good.
Oh, you know, we about to have.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
Dang, girl, all of that?
Oh, yes. It's going to be a very Merry Christmas back home.
Well, I was just talking about Black people's relationship with food during the holidays and how it's threaded with the joy of eating food together with loved ones, and that it is also symbolic of the continuation of generational and ancestral ties, because often recipes are passed down from further back than we know.
Yes, period. And I mean, there is such rich diversity among the recipes shared between families across the African diaspora. However, speaking as a Black American, dishes like collard greens, fried chicken, and sweet potato pie are not only staples at my family's holiday table, and likely many others as well. They are symbols of resilience and love, cooked with care and intention.
Yes, and being Ghanaian American, and maybe for others who descend recently from other migrated cultures and nations and now find themselves on North American shores, I find that my family and I blend the vibrancy of Ghanaian culture with American holiday customs.
Wait, but can you cook?
I sure can.
Do you use recipes passed down from your family or?
Sometimes I do, but if I'm being honest, most times I'll either Google it or look into one of those cookbooks I own for a little good meal for the holidays, or just everyday use.
I love cookbooks. One of my favorites is Soul Food Vegetarian by Bryant Terry. It is so good, especially if you want alternative and maybe healthier versions of some Black holiday favorite foods.
I love that. Low-key, I've been wanting to experiment a little more.
But quiet as it's kept. You know we have some great archival cookbooks at MSRC.
Really?
Yeah, girl, you didn't know?
No.
Hold on, girl. Come with me. Girl, I cannot believe you didn't know about this. Hey, Blake.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Good.
Good.
Doing swell.
Good. Everyone, this is Blake. He's from
Yes.
the library division, and he's going to tell us about the cookbooks we have.
Yeah, so we have some selections from our collection, and one of the things I like about cookbooks is you get to see different types of recipes and how they pop up in different regions across the country and also across the diaspora. And one thing I would like to say or mention with cookbooks is you really get to notice like what fruits and veggies are cultivated and how they're used by different communities, but also you get to see like what one part of the country calls something as opposed to another part of the country. So you have festive holiday traditions, and you also get to see how they vary from family to family, but also region to region. So that's one of the things I like. Someone coming from the Upper South, you get to see like how the Great Migration affected cuisine in the West Coast. Like, I didn't grow up eating gumbo, but I grew up eating succotash. So that's one of the things you get to see these little odds and ends with Black cuisine.
I love the connection.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Blake.
Yeah, thank you so much. I learned a lot, and I hope y'all did too.
So, music and food on the holidays are understandably clear crowd favorites, but also significant for Black people throughout the diaspora are rituals and observances. Some families continue rituals and observances tied to a meaningful historical event or story that necessitates official celebration and recognition generation after generation, because it is an essential part of their family history and cultural heritage. One relatively recent but now iconic observance during the holiday for Black Americans particularly is Kwanzaa.
Observed from December 26th to January 1st, Kwanzaa harnesses African heritage and culture. Its name comes from the phrase Matunda ya Kwanza, which means first fruits in Swahili. It reflects the connection to African harvest festivals, welcoming the first fruits of the season. Each day of the week-long Kwanzaa commemoration is dedicated to one of the 7 guiding principles, including Umoja, which means unity, Kujichagulia, meaning self-determination, Ujima, meaning collective work and responsibility, Ujamaa means cooperative economics, Nia meaning purpose, Kumba, meaning creativity, and Imani, which means faith. The holiday was created by Mwalimu Maulana Karinga in 1966 during a turbulent period in the US when anti-black violence and racial tensions were high. Envisioned as a response to events like the 1965 Wat Rebellion in Los Angeles, which signaled the need for community building, Kwanzaa became a way for African Americans, particularly, to reconnect with their African roots, strengthen family bonds, and promote communal support. During Kwanzaa, families often gather to light the kinara, a candle holder with 7 candles, discuss the principle of the day, and exchange homemade or culturally significant gifts. Over the years, the holiday has gained greater recognition and grown outside of the US, including in Canada, South Africa, and Barbados. Kwanzaa continues to serve as the meaningful way for African Americans and other people of African descent to celebrate their culture and values.
Ooh, I love that. Thank you to our student scholar Amarte for sharing that. And happy early Kwanzaa to all who celebrate. And Kwanzaa is just one of the many celebrations people of African descent engage all over the world. Have you ever heard of Junkanu? No? Well, it's known by various spellings including Jankunu and Jonkanu, but it is a celebration via festival that dates back to the 1700s. The name is said to have been based on the legendary figure John Canoe, a revered West African chief. This lively festival is a symbol of cultural identity in the Bahamas, but the holiday is also observed in various forms in Belize, Jamaica, and South Carolina. The celebration is characterized by colorful and elaborate costumes, vibrant music, and spirited dancing. Participants often spend months creating their costumes, which are visually striking and exemplify fine craftsmanship. Also, girl, you scared me. What are you, the ghost of Christmas future?
Sorry, girl. Charge it to the magic of the season.
Child, please. But I was just talking about other holiday celebrations held around the world in the African diaspora.
Yes. Did you talk about Junkanu?
I did, and I was just...
What about the Winnipeg Fancy Dress Festival?
Girl, hold on. I was just getting to that. Yes, the Winnipeg Fancy Dress Festival. It is held in Ghana annually and is a dynamic and culturally significant celebration known locally as Kakamotobi. Its rituals have deep historical roots and showcase the fusion of African and European influences. Its origins lie in colonial Ghana, when Dutch settlers would wear masks and costumes to New Year's Eve parties. Those costumes often represented fanciful or scary characters. Ghanaians in Winnipeg, a town in the central region of Ghana, began forming masquerade groups as early as in the 1930s. The festival evolved as a form of cultural expression and social commentary. It allowed Ghanaians to honor their heritage and, in some cases, seemingly mock European life and dress through costumes and masks. The costumes are extravagant and have exaggerated features. The Fancy Dress Festival is held annually on the first day of January, marking the start of the year with a burst of color, music, and theatrical performances.
That sounds so rich and beautiful. I would love to see that in person one day.
Time to put it on the books, girl. But don't you just love everything that we've been talking about with Black people and the holidays?
The holidays can be such a special time for most, and even for those of us who may be navigating a tough time during the holiday. There are so many opportunities to spread or absorb some good cheer, good tidings, and celebrate warmly with loved ones and hopefully new friends. But as I hope we've illustrated to you, the holiday season for Black people is not only a time to relax and get a break from the hubbub of life, but to be intentional and create a rich meaning-making experience with one's family, friends, and other special relations and kin.
Yes. From general formal religious ceremonies and observances in celebration of Christmas, to meditating on the principles of Kwanzaa, to dancing and rejoicing in a centuries-old festival that commemorates the reclamation of personhood despite the violence and dehumanization of enslavement, Holiday celebrations through the African diaspora are just as diverse and beautiful as Black people are.
Well, thank you all for joining on this episode of Moorland-Spingarn Research Center's web show, In the Stacks. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Lovelace, and we are wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.
Be well and be merry. So I don't have a singular favorite Christmas memory to share, but what I do love is how my family does Christmas. So we'll wake up at about 6 or 7 to open up presents for the kids. And then we'll have an early breakfast, and then we'll take like a 3 or 4 hour nap. And then we'll wake up and go get Chinese food and go to the movies. And that's our Christmas.
When I was younger, my parents would always give us Christmas gifts, but the only thing is, I had to wait until after church to open up my gifts. So I would say that my favorite Christmas memory would be going to church in the morning with my family, praising the Lord, and then coming home to open up all the gifts that my parents got me.